But before we start playing, it is customary around here to read a summary. We usually read a summary of what happened in the previous reign of the dynasty to give you an idea of the recent happenings. It is usually provided by That Which Lurks, but this one, since That Which Lurks was on vacation, has been kindly provided by Marley. Exactly, by our lovely Marley Time. That Marley Time. I did a little bit of editing, but the bulk of the writing is from Marley. So thank you, Marley, for stepping in and helping me out with this one. Allow me to read this to you. Previously on the Aquila Dynasty, King Zemiel IV the Unfortunate, who ruled from 1067 to 1069. When King Zemiel IV accepted the power and the burden that came with the crown, he remembered the times he spent with his parents, instilling in him a passion for crops and agriculture and a certain sensitivity to the church. He still wouldn't fully trust the Inquisition as far as you can throw them, though. With this rather humble goal of attaining the best of common interests without having to tread lightly for fear of angering one of the regents, Zemiel IV thought he could be that person. The regents thought otherwise. The chiefs planned to intimidate the king, the counts figured they could try to recruit him again, and the grandees, as some suspected that Zemiel IV was an unholy reincarnation of Zemiel I, planned to put their claimant on the throne as the chosen of the ninth god. Only Zemiel IV did not expect one thing Zemiel IV did not expect was the loss of his familial connections to the venerable House Reaper, as Count Reaper publicly cast him out during the council introductions. The first few trials came from the south with the discovery of crawlers and an ascetic movement led by Ortega. Zemiel IV tried diplomacy, which resulted in the crawler queen sounding amused enough by his plea for peace to withdraw from the surface entirely, while Ortega eventually conceded to be exiled to the island of Sal. Zemiel IV chose Desdomina Grandmaster to be his wife and attempted to tie himself back to the east, even with her fatalistic views. A wave of Republican sentiment swept the kingdom under the banner of Clarissa Agony, who used the printing presses inside the University of Quail. Zemiel IV won the resulting public debate by a landslide. The Chancellor brought up the newest incarnation of the Daily Squawk, and Zemiel IV had never been more annoyed as when the paper of news wrote about him in an unflattering light. Rumors speculated that the Spymaster II went missing, but none could be proven. When an escaped experiment was discovered coming from Countess Marley Tyne's estate of all places, she quickly dispelled the rumor that this was a resurrected Luda. Zemiel IV had to concede with the council's decision to spare her life, but have the monster burn at the stake, allowing the Church of the Ninth to gain a foothold in the East once more. Conte Twyla Blythewood invited Zemiel IV to the Crimson Vigil, where he succeeded in catching them even with the annoying cloven shoes he wore. He proved to be more wary of the counts or offer of immortality, and he knew he couldn't refuse them a second time. It proved to be more, as the counts and the grandees got closer to their goals, the chiefs got stalled by Zemiel IV's surprising mercantile nature in never letting the treasury go low. This was compounded by a wave of events like an incoming solar eclipse, the fateful tree of Queen Alma the Wise, and the blighted crops. Fearing that he was losing his grip on the kingdom, Zemiel IV started to take a more authoritarian approach, but it was too little, too late. In a last-ditch effort to secure their success, Grandee Wyvernwake convinced several of his fellow conspirators to pour almost all of their funds towards a new cathedral in the south, securing the downfall of Zemiel IV. That was the most expensive cathedral ever built. Was it like 20,000 or something? 10,000, 8,000? How much did you spend for that? In a rather nostalgic yet ironic twist, the Grandees managed to put Santana Wyvernwake on the throne through the Thirsty Fellows miracle, just like they did over 100 years ago with Hakina ritual. The counts vowed to get revenge at this, as this was no miracle, but a setup all along. As one common saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The chief's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered. The count's offer was refused once more, and a series of ill-fated events cemented Zemo IV's nickname as the Unfortunate. And that's what happened last time on the Aquila Dynasty. Let us get started. And a big round of applause to Marley, please, for providing these amazing summaries. Thank you so much, Marley. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that Which Lurks approves. Sleepy Slap, hello. Hi. It's a miracle when we pull it off a second time after 100 years. Thank you so much, Marley. I really appreciate that. So that's what happened last time. Now, let us get started with the reign of Monarch Santana. Claps and cheering. I think we do the coronation first. No, actually, after the flood is first. Absolutely. Yeah, no council intro. You walk through the council hall, reflecting on the miracle that led you to the throne. The floor is still unpleasantly sticky. Your Majesty, I have the person responsible for the tragic beer flood that took King Zemo IV's life. Don't punish me, Your Majesty, this was an act of God. After all, didn't it put you on the throne? Your Majesty, these man's breweries import a lot of hops from the east. If he goes out of business, our farms will suffer. Can't you let him off? I love how Reaper, of all people... Like, Reaper was related to the previous king. Reaper is related. Reaper is family. Reaper is just saying, I care about my business more than I care about my family. Great-great-great-great-grandpa. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Reaper did denounce him, yeah, that's true. I still show up after every beer flood. Yeah, the Reaper lineage has been very, very closely related to the Aquila. Slap him with a hefty fine. Have him drowned in his own beer. Of course this was a miracle, right? What was that? Ping Pong Polar, thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Zemo IV was only Santana's uncle. Ooh. First assassination. Yeah, Reaper really fucking hated him. Slap him with a hefty fine. I mean... It's pretty clear to me that it was a miracle. And I'd like to say, I think you're gonna be, I hope you're gonna be, you know, agreeing with me on this one, my friends. I think it's pretty clear it was a miracle. Of course it was a miracle, right? How else would you justify it? Was C the wrong choice? No. Why would it be the wrong choice? No, of course it's not. I appreciate your, you know, you being involved about as much a miracle as the first one. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let me count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Why are you trying to get this dude killed? Nah, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that quick enough. Mystery. Thank you, Your Majesty, most merciful. The lack of punishment for a brewer responsible for over 50 deaths, including the previous Zemo IV, sends shockwaves through the kingdom. Businesses across the land realize they can maximize profits by getting away with severe negligence. Workplace accidents skyrocket. Beverage-related floods seem inevitable sooner or later. But more importantly, the decision cements belief that this flood was an act of God. The Ninth has directly put you on the throne. How can anyone challenge you now? That's good, right? Oh, I see. Shy. Praise the Ninth! Coronation time. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Zemo IV, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens to your coronation. Yeah, let's get this over with. We have more important things to do. Yeah, let's hold a lavish ceremony in the south. Why not? Right? I think actually they would go for this one. I think they would ask you to put on a vast banquet. I would be proud if I drowned in beer. That's a good way to go, right? Oh, you're under attack by Doug. Are you wearing headphones, Reaper? Sir, sleep this lap and electry. I really appreciate your devotion. And lurks. Sleep this lap. And lurks. Hi, hey. I appreciate you. That's really nice of you. But I see that the Reaver wins. The Reaver wins, indeed. Who are these? Handle Gamer and A7P. Alright. This looks pretty decided to me, so let's go. I'm not at all frantically putting on my headset. It is decided the Monarch will be thrown in the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Thrifty Tokens, hello and welcome, how are you doing? And Kiwi Burr, hi, I hadn't seen you. Yeah, you're starting your reign the way you ended that one, the last one, yes. Half drowning, right? How you doing? Thrifting, how are you? Everybody, in case you don't know Thrifty Tokens, shout out Thrifty Tokens. Don't know Thrifty Tokens, streams King of the Castles as well, and he does a little bit of RP treat. He puts a little bit of an RP twist to King of the Castle. You should absolutely, definitely follow Thrifty Tokens because it's cool and entertaining, and we need more King of the Castle streamers. So go follow him right now. Doing good enough. Glad to hear you're doing good enough. You know, it's worst thing I can imagine. Glad to have you here tonight. So yeah, absolutely go follow Thrifty. Absolutely. Path to victory here. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers. Oh, usurper, that was a miracle. Unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? The throne was given to me. So, Monarch Santana. Oh, according to my notes, Santana is known as an infamous mischief maker with a droning voice. That's really good. That's really good. So, looking at Santana. Santana is definitely a devoted person. Definitely for sure. Definitely a devoted person. But he's also wearing an armor. I don't think that peacekeeping is what is where they're looking at, nor being an architect of the new golden age, nor a parent of the nation. I think they want to be a more proactive monarch. A saint? Yeah, I can see a saint. Greatest monarch who ever lived. That sounds like a bit too much. It feels proud, you know? Can you definitely say this is still Spy Master II? I think it's your decision to make. If you wanted to make it Spy Master III, it's gotta be Spy Master III. Bureaucratic jerk but shoved off to the south to avoid scandal, product of an heir, busy themselves with the state management and faith, but resent bored in their gut. Huh. Right, because this was a nibbling, right? I don't know. I actually don't really see this scandal thing, if I have to be honest. You know, more like someone who was born of a political marriage and then was very self-centered. Yeah, that makes sense, Dragon Pit. Yeah, that makes sense. Long lost nibbling. Oh, long lost nibbling. Okay. Long lost nibbling. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of seeing war, to be quite honest, and you know why? For some reason, yeah, it's a they them. It's a they them. For some reason, no, traits are not active for the Aquila Dynasty. We're gonna activate them at the start of the next dynasty. It's definitely the armor, right? Like that upward thinking high. That plays a role in it, and I think I'm kind of seeing this like, I don't know why, but this gives me Joan of Arc vibes. You know, so like a holy warrior kind of situation. Like someone who wants to show that the gods are powerful, that the ninth is powerful, the god is powerful, but they want to do it with action and not through sermons, you know? We're planning on not dying, really. But that's the kind of action that I'm thinking of, right? And I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I think this is a person who was born, who was raised as a very faithful person, but was never fit to be a priest. Or just a humble worshipper. I think this would be a paladin in Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, a warrior monarch is sure to be remembered fondly if they win more battles than they lose. As a gesture for the next few years, he focused on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Yeah, I think that's who Santana is. Yeah, kind of a paladin, yeah. She claims to be a holy warrior, will give her the death she deserves, rotting away from diseases in a peasant hovel. We'll see about that, Reaper. Yeah, exactly, Darth Von Doom. Like it's a mix of those, right? It's a mix of both things. Like glory and devotion. This element is really pretty cool. So Lagertha of the Stripy Terror. Hi, Stripy Terror. I hadn't seen you. How you doing? Infamous northern rascal stands precariously in a long house crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter monarch Santana. How do we make that happen? What do you do here? Big Cheese, welcome and thank you for joining. What do you do, Chiefs? Sorcery? Do you ask help to a wizard and trying to raise authority? Or do you go for subterfuge, trying to lower stability? Or maybe you follow a prophecy trying to raise authority? What do you want to do, Chiefs? It's too early, Hesperus. Too early to know. Pandrigas, hi. Is that how you pronounce your name? Welcome, thank you for joining. How are you doing? It's pretty clear to me that it's prophecy. Pandrigas, thank you so much for the follow. Hi. Glad to have you. Looks like it's a prophecy. It's Stripy Terror's family. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Ooh, this looks cool. Bianca of the Aquila Dynasty, notorious Eastern bird breeder. Bird breeders are back, baby. Leans delicately on a podium, sighing. Not the birds again. My fellow Khans, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Santana wears the crown. I think Bianca is a dove. It's a dove tamer. It's a dove breeder. And that's because Bianca means white in Italian. There you go. It's a dove breeder. What do you want to do, Counts of the East? Do you want to try to find a doppelganger, trying to lower your own defiance? Do you want to offer ascension to the monarch, trying to lower your own faith? Or do you want to possess the monarch, trying to lower your own defiance? Who's the East kid? It's an arrow person. It's a bird brain arrow person. Dove breeder. Whole Seti, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? Possess the monarch and prophesy a future tyrant ruler. Good stuff. Alright. You want to possess the monarch with the fallen spirit of the last king? That's actually a cool idea. Alright, possession it is. The Counts plan to summon a demon to possess the monarch, putting them totally under their control. First, they must lull the monarch to a full sense of security. To advance their scheme, they must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Or in unanimity, Counts dislike grandees, apparently. Want to go back to the old ways of Zemiel the First. Zane of the Waper lineage, notorious southern orator, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. Waper, hi! How you doing, Waper? Also, I love how Waper's claimants always have some cool color for beard and hair. A Waper! Praise be, Santana now sits the throne and the grandees are in charge, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. A Waper, so a schemer. Yeah, that's true. Waper alert. This is your family, Waper. Do we stay loyal to the monarch, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? What do you want to do, grandees? Do you want to be loyalists and aid the monarch in their holy war against Ashmead? Or do you want to cause an uprising trying to raise the treasury? Or maybe you want to excommunicate the monarch trying to lower stability? Ephra Balbizar, hello, hi, I hadn't seen you. How you doing? Looks like you want to be loyal. Ephra Balbizar really despises the current monarch, though. For some reason. Why? Why do you despise Santana, Ephra? That settles it then. Glory to the monarch and glory to the 9th god. But we can always change our minds. If Santana ever gets out of line, we can take up our arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way. Okay, you gotta help me out. Feeling loyal today. Alright, so we have a questioned claimant. An embittered step-aunt. Oh my god. Step-aunt? So this is directly related to Zemiel IV. And long-lost nibbling. This is directly related to Zemiel. Right? He's responsible for... Santana is a they. So... I don't know if you heard that, but it was very loud motorcycle. So they're responsible for the last monarch's death. Oh, I see. So you want justice. What was that, Blender? So I think you heard the motorcycle. Okay. Why are there lost long needle? This family tree is getting confused. I mean, that's how it is. Yeah, the Zemio lineage might be taking back the throne. Playing with itself. Hello and welcome, how you doing? Glad to have you with us tonight. I hope you're not... I mean, I'm glad you're playing with us. So what do we do here? I think it's definitely Golden Choice. Because she really wants to go to war. They really want to go to war, apologies. And they're gonna use every tool they have. An exotic plant? The Honor Guard, dangerous roads. Let's go with the dangerous roads, right? Like, that sounds like a... Lurks! Haven't seen you in a while. Look at you. I usually say in someone else's stream, here comes the money. Here comes the money. Do-do-do-do. Or explode a trying. You exist, apparently, yeah. And you are sporting the eye patch. Your Majesty, the merchants in the north are complaining about bandits. The northern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armored highwaymen will ambush merchant caravans and steal absolutely everything. Okay. Of course, mystery, yeah. Pay a mercenary company to patrol the roads. Make empty promises and hope this all goes away. Send a battle-hardened regiment to rout the bandits. Offer bounty on bandits' calls. You know what? I think we take the 50-50. I think we take a 50-50. Yeah, and trust our soldiers, right? Test their mettle. Mystery, no! Right? Like, we test how strong our military is against the bandits. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only viable thing, I think. These are some cool new crests, like with the horseshoe and the jester. This is it a jester or is it like a beholder? It looks like a jester, right? Cool stuff. Okay, yeah, this is overwhelmingly C. Okay, it's pretty clear. Yeah, that's just a Monarch's additional vote, yeah. That was Monarch's, I think yours was a chip. Like, yeah, it's like a chip. Or something. Jester Medusa. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think it was golden. Oh my god, we succeeded! Ha 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 ha! Our military is cool! You send a battalion of the North's hardiest veterans, experienced in fighting on firm fields. If they can't root these bandits out, who can? The operation is a complete success. Within a month, the northern roads are perfectly safe, if you don't mind riding past hanged carcasses of bandits. And Monarch Santana doesn't mind at all. I think they're gonna be really strong armed, you know? Likely to refuse any option the Monarch desires. Yeah, makes sense. Good. Good. Let's go with the plant now. Countess King Israel strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long, leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Savages who decorate roads with bodies. I'm pretty sure that was Santana's order. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Highness. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Timon's Bane. Yeah. Menacing, I like it. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in these as livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to the palace decor. Okay. Melting Penguins, welcome back. Hello, how you doing? It's been a long minute since I last met Plenty. I don't remember. So, what do we do? What do we do? Seize the Timon's Bane crop from the council and plant it in the palace. Cultivate in the east. Ban the crop could be dangerous. I mean, whatever. Do whatever. Do whatever. What did you just do? What did you just do there? To get Nightbot angry. Too many dots. Armies do need good harvest. Oh my god, this is close. 12 to 10? Really? 12 to 11? 12 to 12? It's a tie? No way. No way. 13 to 12. This is so freaking close. 13 to 15? 13 to 16? Alright, let me count down from 5 here. If you haven't voted, this is a good time to do it. 4, 3, 2, it's 13 to 16. You gotta vote now if you want to. 1, and 0. So you want to ban the crop. Okay. Could be dangerous. The council are disappointed with the decision and start muttering about the monarch's unwillingness to embrace innovation. I don't know. I don't know why it would be dangerous, but okay. It's just a plant in a pot. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. Think carefully. These guards' loyalties, yada yada yada. Ah! Your Holiness, the Sisters of Steel are chosen by the Ninth God. Surely they will be chosen by you as well. Kinda makes sense, to be honest. Kinda makes sense. We need help you with your bandit problem. That's true. But I think that, like, the nuns are a mix of what the monarch strives to be, right? Like, military and faith. So I think it's gonna be the nuns. Yeah, nuns for holy war. Yeah. I'll make the arrangement at once. I don't think the knights would ever do that, Hesperus. The battle lance arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently. Their solemn seal must betray nothing before filing information behind your throne. Northerners, we're not with the old regime or the new. We can be trusted to be impartial. I mean, that would be true if you hadn't rebelled twice already in this dynasty and had been the only ones to rebel ever. So, you know, not really to be trusted in my opinion. They are cute, I agree. Alright, auction time, everybody. I'm not gonna be funding shit, King Israel, because I need money for war. If you fund my war, I'm gonna be funding your bakery with spoils of war. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising stability with A, raising authority with B, lowering stability with C, lowering trade for the counts with D, raising farming for the grandees with E, and lowering faith for the grandees with F. I'm gonna let you know when there's 20 seconds left, and then when there's 10 seconds left. 20 are now. So what are we building here? Lowering stability and trade. That's not nice of you. 10 seconds left. Massive gameplay on the... Yeah, I don't know why. Sleepy Slap just sabotaging. And Grandmaster with the freaking snipe. No way. What? Raising stability. King Israel, you're poor. You have 0 money. I can't believe this. And Grandmaster still has some money. Wow. I love my Thieves Guild. Slightly less rich now in the East. Yeah, Alex Zypher, welcome back. Hi. Built the library as a living monument to the last king. Okay. That's good, okay. I appreciate that. A paper full of news. Oh my god, I swear. These freaking events are gonna be the end of me. Illicit trade. The plant you banned, Your Majesty, the Timian's Bane, it's such a fast-growing crop and the flowers are so beautiful that people have started selling it on the black market. They're smuggling it out of the east in bulk, and it threatens to disrupt the balance of trade across the kingdom. Oh no, you tried to ban weed. Send soldiers to intercept the smugglers. Burn any Timian's Bane to be found. Legalize Timian's Bane, but tax it heavily. That's fantastic. I'm gonna give you money to do that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give you money to tax it heavily. Of course you want to legalize it. Wouldn't want you legalize it? Oh, Darth Von Doom, why do you have to be the boner killer here? Party killer. Tax rebate season. Alright. Last few seconds to get your free money. Voting for C gets you free money. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Was just joking. I'm just gonna give you a few more seconds. I love how wouldn't it be great if our contemporary politics were this easy? Where there's one option to legalize weeds, and there you go, it's almost unanimous. Only Darth Von Doom doesn't like the weeds. Look at these, more and more people. So easy, so easy. Alright, let's go. 70% easy, easy. Clofo, see you around. The problem is that bribe isn't more widespread. 70%? No fucking way. The bureaucracy involved means that few legitimate merchants take up the opportunity to sell Timian's Bane, and legal trade continues to thrive. Many consider the situation a misstep, still the treasury gains some extra cash. Counts are mad. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Want to see men. Thank you. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the Grandees as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Look at Vaspier pushing me to follow party lines. Justice plan, uh-huh. Replace the government with King of the Castle players. Surely nothing wrong will happen there. I mean, it's probably gonna be better than the US, right? Like, it doesn't take a lot to get better than the US. Look at these, Your Majesty. The Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is printed the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. As a USAian, I can agree. Right, like, that's a low bar. The Chancellor along with a dense block of text. They're calling it a paper of news because everything that's written in it is news. It's like a little town crier made of parchment. What an intriguing idea indeed. If you look, it even has little picture stories in the back pages. How droll. The paper of news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and you're being asked to give an interview. Don't do it, Your Majesty. This is beneath the dignity of your office. Marley, I thought you hated me. The picture stories are the best bit. Listen to Marley always. This one is about a cat who loves meat and two breads and have Monday and hates Mondays. The news is bad, yeah. Censor early, censor often, right? We legalize peeing into the gutters. I think that the monarch is gonna say that yes, but they can only print nice things. Yeah, exactly. We do propaganda, right? Okay, the propaganda is probably not gonna pass. I see. I see how it is. I see how it is. Wow. Wow. You really hate this monarch, don't you? I think that, like, the chancellor was pressing the monarch to really consider this news thing, but the monarch pushed it off, you know? Like, waved it off, being it like, okay, this is not important, this is not important, that's why I picked it as the last event. And now I'm confronted to do it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this, but they can only say nice things to me. And then the council is like, nope. Nope. No, we're not gonna approve that. We're not gonna approve that. Just heavily dislike this monarch immensely with every fiber of our being. News is silly. That's true. You never had a conversation quite like this with a commoner before. This journalist keeps actually asking difficult questions to your face. How do you respond? I don't have to answer to you. Insult the journalist's parentage and common blood, but he doesn't reply. Just makes notes. It's infuriating. Once the interview is done, all you can do is wait for the article to come out the next day. Livingston, welcome back. Servant soon arrives with a fresh copy, 50-50. Come on. Of course, people must appreciate my sincerity. Yeah, see? People appreciate the sincerity. To your relief, the interview is good. Great even. Everything you said makes sense and the journalist puts you in a good light. How does the journalist put my insults to their family in a good light? I really want to know this. Oh god. Yeah, I think, oh, that's how. Threats. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Who cares about the depravity of the monarch? We have 4 stories about the cat who hates Mondays. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, the journalists did propaganda. Apparently threats worked. Yeah. Even the nobles take the article at face value, and the newspaper goes on to be the fastest selling newspaper in history, which is easy enough since they've only been around for a few months. From this point on, you'll be worried about journalists covering your every move, but at least you've started out on the right foot. Exactly, Northwind. Everybody wants war, yeah. That's a very scary prospect, being Punk Bowler. Scar Mastar. Report strong common approval of your interview, my liege. I appreciate that. That's good to know, the honest tweet. Too busy with the crossword puzzle. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant monarch and the warrior who will overthrow them. A congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. Huiv, welcome back and thank you for joining. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Handle gamer, aye. Look at those eyes. That the gods are good and we're blessed. Lagertha will be our queen, and all hail the Lord Renderer. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Lagertha. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. And then we have the Counts. Hidden in the labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the monarch. The last time I petitioned Monarch Santana, they gave me this dreadfully suspicious look. Grandmaster, you're scheming against me. And Janus, all the other counts are talking about it. The crown really has it in for us right now. 7 thickest, we must claw our booty back into the good graces. The counts aim to lower their defiance to 4 or less. Beautiful eyes, handsome man. Agree. Agree. I'm thinking of a war tax. I'm thinking of a war tax, but not yet. Not yet. No, yeah, this is common all. Common all. The crystal pox. God fucking damn it. And a fishy wedding. War tax when there's no war. Yeah, that's why not yet. Yeah, year 1 crystal pox. We do the crystal pox first here. Chief Astronovska. Wow, I love the, you know, the similarity in colors between the fox and the air. It's cool. Your Highness, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the north. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. Victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allow the pox to spread, we could make money in the north. By Oddhill's horn, woman, that is heartless, even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the north to lose money? This monarch hasn't even married Reaper yet. We could use the money for war, that's true. But that's gonna decimate our armies. I'm absolutely gonna give you money to quarantine the north. Because that's the right thing to do. I am absolutely going to give you money to quarantine the north. Crystal pox. Crystal pox is what happened, Astronovska, and I'm giving you free money to quarantine the north. I'm reimbursing you. And this treasure is like my inner thoughts. Terrible person. Terrible person, Polar. I hope I don't catch it. Well, we'll see. The papers were right about you. Of course they were. Of course they were. Were you doubting me? Let me count down from 5 here. Vote C to get free money. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I read cheeseboard there, but it was chessboard. Cheeseboard would have been cool. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the north. Nobody goes in or out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Northern villages are dotted with the gleaming statues of the afflicted. But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the north border. Once the roads reopen, the chiefs harvest gemstones for the quarantine dead and sell them at a tidy profit. Yeah, it's not, crystal pox is not nice. Fishy wedding, I think that Monarch Santana doesn't really want to hear about the fishy wedding, so we're gonna for the eligible options first. I found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. You're rich? Holy shit, you're rich, Lurks. Almost 9,000 gold. Waper, you're so freaking rich too, oh my god. And Dragon Pit is like, just insane. Dragon Pit and Reaper. Yeah, that's a good summary, Northwind, exactly. Something good happened? Oh, thanks the council. Something bad happened? Oh, the Monarch. Bad Monarch. It's the chief with 13... it's Living Sun. So... Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Alright. Upward thinking is not a real lineage. This is Niall, firstborn son of the Northern Upward Thinking clan. He's your typical Northern lad, big, brawny, and honest. In the same way an axe to the face is honest. Even among the Northerners, has made something of a name for himself as a fearsome warrior. People say he nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Vladim, the eldest son of the Eastern Plain with himself dynasty. Forgive this nudie expression. I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. Spends most of his time indoors, poring over musty tomes. He's obsessed with his family's legacy. Don't see all the fuss about him, personally. And finally, from the south, Balthazar, the eldest son of the Big Cheese lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Ah. Which one is a lewd house? The plain. Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Not bad at all. The choice is clear. The count candidate is someone who will not gonna be chosen, because it's somebody who spends time on dusty tomes inside. He's a nerd. We don't like nerds. I think it's either north or south. Oh, Clara just arrived. Let me see Niall again. Vlad, no, we're not gonna pick Vladim. Oh, c'è un modo che ciao. You know what? Give me a second. Let me say hi to Clara, and then we're gonna decide this. Give me just a second. I gotta just step away for a moment. Alright. Ti salutano. Clara says hi. So this is Niall, firstborn of the son of the Northern Upward Thinking clan. He's your typical Northern lad, big, brawny, and honest. In the same way an axe to the face is honest. That's good. Even among the Northerners, has made something of a name for himself as a fearsome warrior. People say he nurses a grudge, though. And Balthazar, of the Big Cheese lineage, is reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. But there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like men in the south, claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. I think it's gotta be the south one. I have a feeling, right? Give me a second. Intrusion. Intrusion. Dog. Ti salutano.
Ciao.
Okay. I don't know if you heard it, but salutano anche Molotov. Yeah, that's Molotov the dog. What?
Ciao. Ciao.
Non si vede. Vieni un po' più avanti. Vieni. Molotov says hi. Good doggo, yeah, of course, of course. Sì, sono italiano, caro, certo. Ah, bello. Ho letto Lazio, già ho capito qua qual era la situazione. Like men in the South, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. I think this is a perfect match. Like, Santana wants to change the world too. Yeah, ambitious and zealous, and a southerner. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think we've got a decision. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the north. I think it's going to be Balthasar of the south. Yeah. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Whatever I pick, I'm gonna be biased, so I'm not even gonna answer to that. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance will help shore up relations between our two greatest nations. By the ninth great nation, the Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it is an improper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea. Perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Please stick to English though, Lazio Leo. Maidenless is jealous. Well, the church doesn't agree with the man marrying a fish. We must legitimize this farce by allowing the monarch to attend. Fuck, I wish I had kept the golden choice now. Well, I guess we're gonna veto A. Yep. Yeah. I think we should condemn the wedding here. I really think we should condemn the wedding. Oh, what did I do? Oh my god, I didn't veto. Oh my god, I didn't veto it. Yeah, that's not vetoing. Please consider it as if I had vetoed A. God damn it. Yeah, wrong one. Yeah, I would appreciate if you would go for anything that's not A. This is actually really close. It's 12 to 13. Oh my god. Now it's split big brain. See? Huh? Alright. This is 12 to 14. It's incredibly close. 13 to 15. Oh my god. Let me count down from 5 here. 4. 3. Vote now. 2. 1. And 0. That's it. We're going down the wedding. It actually worked. The diversion worked. Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest terms. Quite apart from being simply rude, this will inflame tensions between... Quiet, you, the council has spoken. You send an angry letter to the Archduke of Sal decrying the marriage as blasphemous and icky. The Grandees are happy with your firm stance, and the church sings your praises. Okay. That's fantastic. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the southern Grandees are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. The monarch has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. What? It's a southerner! Now they just need to get on with the wedding. Sound like kidding. Who did you want me to marry? Like, did you want me to marry you, maybe? Indeed, and then on to produce it in the air. The chiefs have been propping up the monarch's authority a lot recently, which is highly suspicious. I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to use it against them somehow. I see you're both an ex-Encore and Sound Like Kidding, both duelists, I see. But Masal trait routes. I'm sure these will have no negative consequences whatsoever. Yeah, of course. Of course. They wanted you to marry the fish. No, they didn't. Then we've got to keep up our efforts. Monarch Santana isn't going anywhere on our watch. Yeah, Brandy's gotta help me. But fish. Definitely monarchs are in choice. Like, it's not even a question here. Who did we marry? Balthazar. We married Balthazar of the South. Stylish privateers. Of course, it's the most pressing matter. But if you marry the fish, you can convert the fish fault to the knife. Trade route with Sal are a lot more useful. Well, not anymore. Your Holiness, it's terrible. Pirates have been going after all our merchant vessels. I'm nearly bankrupt. 3,000 gold. You have more gold than me. These are typical Salish tactics, Your Majesty. The Archduke was infuriated by your response to his wedding, and is gonna revenge the only way he knows how. Piracy. Unfortunately, that's only speculation. We have no concrete evidence that these are Salish ships. Ah, God. Oh my God. Marley, don't ask for it. Threaten more against Sal, hire privateers of our own, send the Royal Navy to patrol the Ghost Sea and protect shipping routes. You know what? I think it's time for the Gamba. I think it's time for the Gamba. Yeah, right? I think it's time for the Gamba. I really think we should take the 25%. 1 in 4 chances what could go wrong. Enoch Blanche, welcome, thank you for joining. How you doing? Threats for days. Now we should send in the army. We're not scared of war. Like we're just gonna get to action without even threatening. We're just gonna skip that passage altogether. Oh, there's an issue. Let's send the army. Say sorry politely? Never. Never. I would much rather fall on my blade. Have a bad feeling about this? Nah, don't. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But the weak monarch bleed out? It's not been a weak monarch so far. Trust me, it's a 25%. It's gonna be fine. The 9th is on our side. Look. I'm just gonna show you. See? I told you. I told you the Grandy's on the 9th is on our side. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Melting Penguins and Kiwi Burb, you have a lot of delay it looks like, so I would encourage you to refresh currently. Then following your blade? Nah, it's not gonna be necessary this time around. Chrono Falconite, welcome back, you're joining. How are you doing? Santana will see an army choice and go for it immediately. Yeah, absolutely. They believe in the strength of their armies, and yeah, they haven't been disappointed so far. Can't someone make like a very short clip, like of a second here, so I can make a better clip at the end of the like lurks, if you don't mind, like making even a 2-second random clip, just so I have a marker to make a clip of that, because it was fun. Or if somebody wants to make a clip of that roll, that would be amazing. Like if you make good clips, I'm definitely gonna be posting them around, like on Twitter, and it helps a lot. I'm wrong when I'm wrong. Of course we are a vessel of the 9. Hell yeah, Tam Faith. I think Mystery had to go, right? Had to leave, because it was past midnight their time. Alright, let's go. You cannot join? I think you're in, Chrono Falconite. Yeah, your account. There you are. It's cool. Oh, I remember this portrait with the different angles. Oh, with the same angle. You're in, you're in. All countess will say to any who asks why she's an angry at Monarch Santana is because she was only a means to an end for the Grandies as a whole. Don't blame the puppet, but the puppeteer pulling the strings. Okay. So your navy patrols the Ghost Sea, sinking privateers with ease. Soon enough, the chastised Salish stop attacking your ships. Don't mess with Santana. You hear much later that the Archduke's wedding to a Finnfolk is called off amidst some controversy over whale hunting. We won! We won, everybody! We won! Countess Hesperos! No, please don't kill the cutest count in the war. No. No, I'm not ready for this. No. No! No, Hesperos, you're risking your life here. No. No, I don't want Hesperos to die. No. All I'm saying is, every Grandee claims to have a saint in her ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably Common Dullard. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzleweed. His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Aranjar by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother. Clotho has appeared! Clotho is gonna be really happy to know that they appeared. Would anyone be so kind to write on the Discord, "Hey Clotho, you appeared in the Saint Umber event." Clotho aiming for the cutest noble title. Yeah, Clotho left. Clotho left, but they're gonna be really happy to know. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. Well, you're on. What's all this? Count Hesperos is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If Hesperos dies, we'll rebel. If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible even after death. They don't decay. Very well. I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. I kind of think dead people should stand their ground, you know? Be honest. Maybe if I bat my eyelashes at the Monarch really nicely, the Monarch will spare me. It's not my choice. I'm kind of feeling that, yeah, the dead people should stay underground, you know? What would Santana do here? Can I dig up my ancestor? I think they would just say no. I think they would just say no. I think they would just say no. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you money to say no. So to say no. Wow, people are actually voting A. In spite of the money. I'm impressed. I will not be swayed. Yeah, I don't care about the rewards. I'm role-playing the Monarch. Okay. Okay. Looks like we're not gonna be unbearing these. Honestly, I don't think that Santana... I think that Santana is more traditionalist in that way. Like... And also, they think that this is a petty thing, a petty issue, and they don't want to waste any time on this shit. They have more important things to focus on. So that's why they're just, you know, cut this short. It's like, no, shut the fuck up and go raise your armies, because we need to go to war. Let's go. Playing with himself, thank you so much for following. Glad to have you with us tonight. Dead people should stay underground. Ninth preserve us. If you could just give me a chance, I'd prove you all wrong. Lofo, sorry. I know you're gonna make a mess of this, but it's fine. Would Santana turn their back on a potential saint in favor of pure war? Yeah. Yeah. I think so, yeah. Your wedding to Balthazar is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Balthazar at your side. Congrats, my liege. Well, thank you. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. At the feast, your new husband Balthazar delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. By the time you find yourself alone with Balthazar, it's past midnight, and you never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion that was. It's a shame that tradition demanded me marry in St. Bertrand Cathedral. I can't assure you, the temples down in the south are much grander. I hope you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not. I never get homesick, actually. I can't abide people waste time dwelling on the past. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, you know the kingdom looks after itself. Balthazar immediately changes the topic to talk about something he's more interested in. I'm a humble follower of the Ninth God's teachings, and everywhere I look I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens. I can't wait to laugh at them from the thereafter. That is interesting, actually. You gently fall asleep at the sound of Balthazar droning on about himself and cursing people. That's nice, okay. Okay, let's go. It's hard to resist the beautiful cheese blonde. The grave robber. Yep, I think I want to hear about this one. The Archbishop doesn't look happy at all. Your Majesty, Grandi Clotho stands accused of desecrating holy ground. I think Clotho might not be happy about how this goes. Explain. She broke into the necropolis in the dead of night. One of the Great Keepers caught her fighting off ghouls in her family mausoleum. I was trying to dig up my great-great-grandfather so I could prove he was a saint. Actually has a happy face. A less pissed face, you know, is what I would say. I don't want to throw you in the dungeon. Oh, that is so Santana. Ask that you go on a pilgrimage. Honestly, C is the right thing. Like, Santana would absolutely say, I have a better sense of what religion is and what faith is and what is right and what is wrong than you, who just tried to unearth a dead person. So now for penance, you need to take a pilgrimage. Yeah, exactly. That sounds iron. I agree. I think that is just the right thing to do, right? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would appreciate Grandy's voting for C and following what the Monarch is saying instead of just going for something different, since you're loyalists, but okay. It's actually closer than I thought and was hoping for. It's 10 to 13. It's. I love that. I was hoping that the Grandies would help me. Instead, it's the other two regions helping me. Alright, let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, sorry, little bug. And 0. Let's go. I'm curious about that too, Dragonfit. But by all that is holy, I was just defending my family honor. The council has spoken, Grandy Clotho. You are to go on a pilgrimage across the desert, barefoot, with nothing but a mule to keep you company. I think Clotho is dead. So trust building exercise to help you get along with the chiefs and counts. Return with contrition in your heart. Now go in peace. Yeah, you gotta pay attention, everybody. That was not golden choice. Excellent, Clotho. I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes. I think Clotho's gonna die, but okay. A late night visit? Mike Woolley, thank you so much for joining. Hello, welcome. How you doing? One evening, you're sorting through paperwork in your office when Chief Sir Sleepy Slap appears at the door, swaying slightly and stinking of booze. Sleepy Slap? What the fuck? Your Majesty, it's so sorry to speak to you in this condition. Right, wife, welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? Oh, this is the hat. Oh, shit. Oh, no. You left me. I'm sure this can wait until morning. I just need to tell you, if the Archbishop asks you about what happened this way, chat, tell him I'll pay for a new one. I was desperate and Privy was occupied. Stumbles away, knocking over a priceless vase. You make a mental note to charge them for the damage. It's surely not a coincidence that the Archbishop arrives at your throne room the next day looking even grumpier than usual, and hatless. Yeah, see? God, Archbishop so pissed, of course. Yeah, you thought Archie was unhappy before, exactly. Your Majesty, there is a plague afflicting this kingdom, a curse more powerful than any a wizard could cast. I speak, of course, of alcohol. Yeah, Archie is definitely pissed. People are spending their evenings in ale houses rather than in prayer. We must ban this vile vice. Prohibition, you say, huh? Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna give you money to limit the opening hours of taverns. That sounds good. I'm gonna give you money to limit the opening hours of taverns. You know, we're gonna earn a little less and I'm gonna compensate that. Character is currently on his deathbed. Assume... Oh, no. Assume any events featuring me involved me in some sort of stretcher or wheelchair. Damn. Tough stuff. If you want free money, vote B. If you want free money, vote B. Counting down from 5. 4. Free money if you vote B. 3. 2. 1. And a 0. Let's go. Enoch Blanche, you might be, and Bright Waifu might have a long delay, so I would suggest refreshing. The order that ale houses close by 10 o'clock. Throughout the land, drunkards are tossed out into the streets early and wander around causing trouble. The Archbishop is right about one thing, though. Fewer hangovers mean more people attending church. See? It works! It worked! And Lazio Leo, you have a very long delay, apparently. So I would suggest refreshing the stream. I am incensed! Of course you are. You're a chief. The Monarch has gone mad with power. What? This is what... What do we have here? The Wandering Bard? Yes. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all the land. Salice's finger, as they call me. A song, you say? You know, I kinda want to say I have no time for this. I have no time for this, but you haven't even heard the verse I've been working on. You roll your eyes as the palace watch drag the bard away. They never learn. I like this. I like this. This monarch just doesn't give a shit. Just doesn't give a shit. Just doesn't give a shit. Oh, you want to sing a song? That stuff is useless. Give me swords. I can accept banning the planned trade and enraging foreign leaders for religious differences, but I draw the line at closing taverns at 10. Oh, come on. That's why I gave you money, Big Cheese. To compensate. Auction time! Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering faith for the chiefs with A, which the chiefs actually need, lowering authority with B, raising faith for the counts with C, which is actually passing right now, lowering farming for the counts with D, raising military for the grandees with E, which is passing right now, and lowering stability with F. Ooh, C and E would be amazing. Testrick, welcome back. Last I heard, she held the tone pit roast boar and played her lute as deftly like a snake dance in a pit of spines. I'm gonna let you know there's almost 10 seconds left here. 10 seconds left now. So do your bidding. Do your bidding. Now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Welcome back, Testrick. Best bard of the lands. I heard the Monarch is a baby kicker. Absolutely agree. Yes, that is true. Electro E is spending a lot of money on the fortress. That is appreciated. And melting penguins. And other chiefs, I'm assuming, really wanting an observatory. Ah, good job. Pagan prophecies and end of the air. Pilgrim's Peril. I've never seen that. Let's do the air first. Your marriage to Balthazar has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about the ninth god than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Well, we're gonna do... God. The Monarch kicks babies and sends grandees to the desert over petty disagreements with counts. Yeah, exactly. I like looking at the stars and planets. Me too. The Monarch doesn't, though. Yeah, no spouse events. I don't think it's gonna be natural. Yeah, no. Definitely not adopt. I think it's gonna be youngest cousin. Because, like, the Big Cheese family, it's not too rich. Let me actually check something here on the World Anvil. Do we have lore for the Big Cheese family? We don't have any lore. So I would assume that the Big Cheese family is not that prestigious. So I think that it's actually more prestige sticking to our blood lineage. So we'll make our youngest cousin the heir. I heard they're Big Cheese though. Ouch. Sorry, Big Cheese. Just very practical political things here. What is Santana's relationship to Zemo IV? Nibbling. Yeah. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. And also, they don't have time to fuck around, literally. They just want to get to war, you know? So they don't want to spend time trying to get a baby. A Pilgrim's Peril. Oh, you put the lore! That's amazing. I'm gonna read it tomorrow's online kitten. Thank you so much for posting it. Your Highness, I was ambushed while on my pilgrimage. They took everything from me, my horses, my wine, even my boots. I demand the council's permission to take soldiers and hunt down the bandits who stole my stuff. I don't think you really understand the concept of penitence, Clotho. Hang on, my instructions were most clear. Your pilgrimage should have been undertaken barefoot with a single mule for company. Certainly no horses and no wine. Well, nevertheless, I have the right to reclaim my stolen possessions. Uh-huh. Yeah, 12k, right? You can send water, but... yeah, Clotho is stupidly rich. Randy's grave robbing is forgiven? No! Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We need to go A here. Right? That's the reason she's here, forgive her. It's more than that now. It's past your disagreement, Hesperus. Rattle Dark Star the Dragon, hello and welcome. How you doing? Happy to have you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you money to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to hear you're doing good and happy to have you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. If you need any information on the game, on anything, feel free to ask if you're just joining. Hesperus is just... that's enough. That's enough, please, your majesty, please. and Santana's like, no, that's not enough. Again. Like, it's not about your disagreement anymore. It's about principles and faith. Play the game before. Okay, good. Still, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Should have just gone saint or sinner. All of these would have been avoided if we just asked the Archbishop. I didn't want to avoid this. Order Grandy Clotho to restart her pilgrimage. Actually, I'd never even seen this chain of events. What? Start over from the beginning? But you heard the council. Get moving. Next time I see you, I expect to see blisters. Grandy Clotho staggers out of the council hall, looking utterly miserable. A long walk through the desert awaits her. Then the Grandies begin praying extra hard that such a fate doesn't befall them. Santana is the Grandie-themed mirror of Zemil I. Not really. Not really. If you think about it, Zemil I was really focused on, you know, inside politics, you know, internal politics, whereas this is, I want to go to war. Archbishop and the Inquisitor are annoying. They kind of are, yeah. Mostly the Inquisitor, though. With impatience, yeah, that's true. The Northern Chief Scott speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. What do I care about some pagan prophecy? As much as I appreciate your devotion to the Ninth God, this is quite important. What she means to say is the Chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. Cut to the chase. What do I need to do? We must ensure that faith in the Ninth God is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans. Okay. Okay. A is not enough, I think, because they need, 4 or less, so A is never gonna be enough, but... your choice. Of course it would be to C, of course. Oh, what was that? Darth Von Doom, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Welcome back. Is it? Oh, this is close. This is actually really close. This is very close. It's 14 to 16. Oh my god. Oh. Let me count down from. Oh, it's a tie. 16 to 17. 17 to 17. Counting down from 5. If you haven't voted, this is the time. 4. 3. It's currently a tie. If you vote, you can break it. 2. It's 18 to 17. 1. And 0. 18 to 17. Order priests to go north and decry the prophecy as false. Holy shit. It's a lot of faith. The Archbishop mobilizes the priesthood. Emergency sermons are held in every church across the kingdom, warning the faithful to stay vigilant against pagan lies. Hundreds of priests are sent up north to preach to the local populace, which naturally causes tensions with the chiefs. You hope it will be enough. Yeah, this is a lot. I didn't think it would be this much. Holy crap. I didn't know. I don't know, Dragon Pit. Will there be in one more game after this? No. I only play one game per stream. Unfortunately, I don't have time. Unfortunately, I don't have time to play two games per stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Thrifty. Alright. Yeah, that may be the reason, Northwind. Yeah. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Lagertha, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in the forgotten tongue. And thus with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the queen in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be queen of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor, glory to Morgana in the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false monarch in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is, how? What do you mean, the choice for the kingdom stat vote? I'm here for RP. Of course you are. So chiefs, how do you want to end your scheme? Lure the monarch to the north and sacrifice them in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance, or sacrifice thousands of ghosts to the old gods and call upon them to intervene, raising your own farming. What do you want to do? So yeah, there's not gonna be another game after this one. Next game is gonna be on Friday. There's gonna be another stream on Friday where we're gonna be playing an unofficial mod that allows us to play with 5 regions at a time. If you've never seen that one, definitely recommend tuning back in on Friday at around 9 p.m. Central European time, because that's fun. Oh, this is so close. 5 to 5. Was authority raised lower or stability raised lowered? Oh, in the coronation, you mean? I think we went for the river, so we lowered authority. It's only been like an hour and a half officially for episode 9. Yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes, yeah. Finally be able to attend after missing for 2 Fridays. Oh, I'm happy you'll be there, Vaspir. Sounds chaotic. It is chaotic, but it's also very fun. You'll see. If you're here, you'll see. And the game breaks in many ways, because it's not designed for it. Ever been sacrificed before? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been sacrificed. They were very close ones. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's the river. So, 7 to 6 here. 7 to 6. If there are any chiefs who haven't voted, I'm gonna count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Where do you find mods for this? So that is an unofficial and uncompleted mod that has been provided by a member of the community, Shiny Quarks, and it's still not out. Like, Shiny Quarks allowed me to play it because we tested it together, but they're not comfortable sharing it to the public yet because they're working on making it work better, because the UI breaks in multiple ways and it's just not unbalanced. It's just not balanced at all. So that mod in particular is currently not out for everybody, but we can play it from time to time. I mean, if you tune in on Friday, you're gonna see how fucked up it gets. Alright, lure the monarch to the north. Exactly, a stream of a beta mod. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children. The Thronebreaker has risen, and the false monarch will fall. But first we drink, in honor of the gods. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower their defiance to 1 or less. Oh. This is funny. This is funny. Remember when I was saying war tax? Exactly, not yet. I think it might be time for a war tax. I think it might be time. Yeah, let's go war tax. I'm poor. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why the South? Because the South is my friend, right? Are you not my friend? Do you not want to support? Yeah, that's why, right? I'm thinking about the East, and like... I think that... For the East, I'm deciding if Santana is... So, is Santana so... Yeah, sorry. I mean, sucks being you, King Israel. It's not my fault if you're broke. I'm thinking about it. And like, the idea is Santana so hell-bent on war to really think, okay, we need all the funds that we can get right now? Or does Santana think, like, is Santana aware of the fact that the counts are a bit more unsatisfied by their rule, and so could be a threat in the future? Like, do they want to keep internal stability more than they want to achieve money, you know? And I think the answer might be yes this time around. I think it might be yes. And then if the defiance goes down a little, they're gonna be the ones who take the heavy tax. I think so. I think that's how it goes. You have 9 authority. I know. But you never know. You never know. I don't think Santana is stupid. I think that's how they're gonna go. I think Santana is also very careful, you know? Like, they don't really want to risk truly upsetting anybody. Yeah, if I have 2 people from the warp path, that's gonna suck, but that's how it goes. Yep, that's how we're gonna do it. That's the thing that makes the most sense to me, considering who Santana is. The Gossamer Shield. The good word? That sounds great. Monarch Santana orders 400% tax hike in the north and south. Local defiance rises as shadows of war trouble the kingdom's market. Oh, I love this. I love this. Please, more. Please give me more of this. What is the good word? I have no idea. I want to see it. Oh, salutations, Santana. I've had an idea. As you know, the people of the south are quite pious. As a member of the royal household and an avid adherent of the church myself, I thought I might go back to my homeland for a time and take the opportunity to preach in your favor. You mean make me some kind of saint? Not exactly. I mean, unless they really start to like you, but support from the church can't be a bad thing, right? Yeah, go forth and teach them to love me. Praise the 9th, I'll make the preparations immediately. Okay. Knife Master, welcome back. Word spread fast that the King Consort is planning a tour of the south. Thousands flock to the towns and villages where he plans to stop. Once he arrives, Balthazar gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, preaching at length about your good standing with the church. It strikes a chord. The Spy Master happily announces that your popularity is rising all across the region. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Ah, shit. Here we go again. It's good. It's good. Workers on strike sounds like a pretty pressing matter. Your Grace, Bronze, hi. I need help with my peasants. The East is prosperous and living conditions are improving, but they still want more. They've gone on strike demanding better pay and fewer hours. Many have thrown down their tools and started squatting on my property. Should deliver it with the council here. Of course, it's Bronze who has workers on strike, right? Yes. So what do we do here? Send the troops? Yeah, that sounds reasonable, right? Or just, yeah, use authority. I'm actually thinking Santana would... Like, this is an internal issue. And it's even like... It's freaking workers, it's civilians. I think it might... Yeah, I think it might be Golden Bee issuing a proclamation. And if that doesn't work, we send in the troops. Yeah. I think that's how it is. Yeah, I think that's how it is. I gotta give you money to issue a royal proclamation ordering the strikers to stand down. Absolutely. Why listen to peasants? Yeah, no, we're never gonna listen to peasants. Come on, let's be honest. Golden choice is broken. I don't know. I've experienced it losing its strength in longer dynasties, to be honest. Alright, let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, pain to not massacre civilians yet, exactly. Let's go. You send a message to the workers, commanding them to return to work in the name of the Monarch. Do they want to get beat up? They don't. Fine. Fine. That's great. Faced with trial for high treason, most of the workers scramble and return to work. The ones that are left are easily cleared out by Eastern soldiers. The counts are grateful for your intervention, but the workers continue to battle rebelliously against the nobles and crown alike. Oh, guess who's gonna be heavy taxed next time? It's the counts! It's the counts. Count Chrono Falconite. I really like this dejected look. Your Grace, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East. Demons hatch from the ground. Worse even than that, I fear, an order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. I like the mentally image of Santana themselves going to beat up the peasants. Yes. Yes, Santana is like... has a very high opinion of their authority, and it hasn't failed so far. Intimidation check, yeah. It's the Order of the Customary Shield, Your Grace. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land, tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the south. This is a stain on the honor of the East. Nonsense, our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired customer security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Customer security has been solving the problems we want solved and kicking the buttocks we want kicked. Blood and stars, customer security, how has it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries, and they need reminding of a little thing called chivalry. Please, Your Majesty, I beg the council to be reasonable. Hire the Order to join the Palace Watch. Invite the customer security to help protect the South. Invest in customer security to help protect the South. Recall the order and restore its courtly dignity. No, we're definitely not gonna go D. Oh, wait. D is more military? What? But no, I don't think... So, what would Santana do? But it raises your military... Yeah, again. Are you familiar with the concept of role-playing? So, what would Santana do here? Does ignoring the situation make sense here? I think definitely we wouldn't want to recall the order. We don't care about courtly dignity. I think the Monarch would probably invest in customer security to help protect the South. But definitely not recall it. Definitely not recall it. Yeah, definitely not recall it. We don't care about chivalry. Think of the Count military. Does that raise Count military though? I'm not sure about that. I was thinking about that, Bright Waifu. That's kind of an idea, yeah. But I think B is what they would have gone for. No, definitely not restored to... Like, if the Knights of the Gossamer Shield are anything like the Knights of the Eastern Rose, definitely not doing that, because they are useless as fuck. Like, we don't need chivalry and courteous manners. No, nah, we don't need that shit. Oh, you want me to ignore the situation? Okay. 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 The Order of the Gossamer Knights remain happy mercenaries in the south, enjoying the spoils of their labor. Slowly, the Grandees rebuild their garrisons. But the Counts are not happy. Some openly complain about you, and rumors start going around about your unwillingness or inability to preserve tradition. It depends on the tradition, right? Uneasy whispers rise in the east of secret gatherings and treachery. On the battlements of a remote castle, two Counts meet. The Chancellor sent me a fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts in help in the crown. It's working. Our reputation is secure. Our problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. We must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Yeah, immediately taking it away, of course. The Grandees are gathered in an MP council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. By the 9th, the chiefs had held some kind of pagan ceremony last month. The crown Lagertha is queen in the north. By the 9th, I knew we should have sent more inquisitors north. We should have seen this coming. It's too late to worry about that now. They're planning to march from the kingdom and crown Lagertha queen of all. The kingdom. The problem is we don't yet know how they plan to do it, and the monarch still has yet to produce an heir. Perhaps it's worth changing tact? If it's too late for Monarch Santana, we might want to get out while we can. Our only other option right now is to retake the throne by force, and we think that Santana is too weak to hold it. But it's an all-or-nothing play. If we rebel now, all our goodwill will be gone. None to mention, a few of our heads if we lose. We'll be back to square one. Wait, what? Oh my god, you can boost the treasury? Holy crap, I never saw this! Grandees, what do you want to do? You can support the monarch by diverting some extra tax from the southern peasants. plus 1000 treasury. Support the monarch with a propaganda campaign, plus authority. Support the monarch by donating food in their name, plus stability, or stoke the fires and invent a reason to get angry at the monarch, plus defiance. I think either authority or treasury are great. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. That war tax was absolutely pointless, says the man with 28,000 gold to the man who has 3,000 gold. Shut up, Dragon Pit. You really are shameless. Money is never enough, and you are the living proof of it. Logically, they would be the best, of course, yeah. Last time I checked, you aren't paying for military yet. But indeed, because one of us wasn't treated very well, well, they kind of looked for it, you know, they kind of had it coming. But I understand your point of view, and I appreciate your support, Grandies. Support the monarch by diverting some extra tax from southern peasants. Praise be, this should help Santana keep a good grip on their finances. But we can't do it all for them. The Grandies must continue to aid the monarch. I appreciate that, Grandies. That was amazing. Thank you. Good stuff. And I think this is it. I think I like this combination. Taxing issue, a powerful storm, and rumblings at the university. No! I think we'll go with the taxing issue first. Your Majesty, help us. Chief Huiv of the North has been bleeding us dry. What is she doing? Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. It's true, Your Majesty. Huiv has been taxing her peasants at least twice as much as the highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Highness. I have barely had any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. It's a matter for the Council's consideration. Yeah, you are a loyal faction, that's true. Throw Chief Huiv into the dungeon and teach her a lesson. Allow Chief Huiv to keep overtaxing their presence, have a royal collectorate. That sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. Definitely have a royal tax collector take over tax duties in the north. Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds like an amazing idea. Sounds like a great idea. Maybe we should go for that one. It's very close. 12 to 12. It's still a tie. What? 13 to 13. 13 to 14. Wow. 13 to 15. Let me count down from 5 here. 4. It's 14 to 15. 3. It's 16 to 15. 2. 1. Last time to vote. Last chance to vote. And 0. It's 16 to 15. Oh. Okay. Allow Chief Huiv to keep overtaxing her peasants. But think of me cows, Your Honor. Think of me cows. For the next few months, Chief Huiv becomes rich once again by jacking up her taxes. The other chiefs follow her example gleefully. Soon enough, the farms of the north are destitute, the cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the chiefs are fat and wealthy. Good job, everybody. You just fucked up the north. A terrible storm has struck the north. Unfortunately, many houses have been swept away in the floods, and the roads are totally impassable. Okay. Oh, I really want to ask the church to lead the relief efforts. I really want to ask the church to do it. You know? Oh, what's that? Lazio, thank you very much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Hope you're having a good time. I think it would have to be Golden choice on D. We take the gamble. We take the gamble. I don't think that the Monarch would pass up an opportunity to send the church to the north. You know? Sandbar! Welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? This is very close. And Renik, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. This is 11 to 14, very, very close. So if you want to vote, this is the time, everybody. 11 to 16, okay, it's less close now, but count down from 5, 4, 3, free money on D, 2, 1, and a 0. Good job, nobles. 50%. Oh, the church proved unwilling to spend much of their hard-earned gold, and it turns out that priests, while excellent in preaching to a flock, aren't great at rebuilding houses. The church's relief efforts are a dismal failure, turning the common folk against them. With no one to repair the roads, trade falls to a standstill and stockpile crops rot in their storehouses. I want faith. What the fuck? I now believe in the night because of that. And rumblings at the university. The alliance is lost. The game is way, like, I don't think we're even near to the game ending. Your Majesty, we've been hearing disturbing rumblings from the university. What manner of rumblings? Master rumors of secret nighttime meetings in one of the older libraries. The rumor is they are examining the rules of succession, the very rules that put you on your throne. Who knows what conclusions they may come to? Well, I think we should summon a scholar immediately here. Like right away. I want to talk to the scholar. Oh, as far as you've been united, okay. They'll see there's no Aquila blood, exactly. Like, we really need to talk with these freaking scholars. We really need to talk with them right away. We really need to talk with them. And this is a close vote. 14 to 14, it's a tie. Let me count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, vote to break the tie. 1, and 0. It's a tie. Pretty sure the scholar just ignores the monarch? Well, I want to talk with them anyway. Summon a scholar immediately. The university acknowledges your request, but no scholar appears that day, or the day after, or the day after that. Guess what's gonna happen to the university? Who guesses first gets a kiss. Time to burn a university fast beer. Mwah, there you go. Not a donation. Yeah, arson. Arson is the answer, exactly. Front lawn Sean. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Yep. We're absolutely gonna burn the shit out of the university if given the option. The Skarma Star reports strikes erupt in the east, but heed the royal appeal to stand down. Northern tax reform narrowly failed to pass in the council, as onset of famine threatens to plunge the north into chaos. Quail University unearths the controversy of the crown. Oh my god, I absolutely love this. I want this every game now. A kiss from the monarch, exactly. Look at this tyrant kissing people. We must overthrow them. They are insane. I was always up for burning this at the printing press. Can I get an air, please? Thank you. Okay, let's do the... Oh, let's do the air first. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Wait, what? I actually wanted my cousin. It glitched. It fucking glitched. No? Didn't it? Like, isn't this the text for... Or is this the text for the cousin as well? I don't think so, right? Or is it? Oh, okay. Never mind. I think the text is the same. Then I'm just... Never mind. The council is filled with nervous silence. My cousin, an adopted daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. Okay, it's probably baby. Yeah, never mind. To Chai Chai, hello. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is her name? Santana the second, of course. The gods are good, your majesty. Okay. Youngest cousin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, that makes sense. A summoned scholar. Your Majesty, you wanted to see someone from the university? Finally, you're very late. The Provost sends her humble apologies, Your Majesty. We were engaged in epoch-defining work. Right, tell him what's going on at the university. Gladly, Your Majesty. We are investigating the poetry of the Trolldenfall, researching the properties of very large sextants, training beetles to use corkscrews. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. Stop speaking immediately. The scholar nods without much courtesy and then hurries back to the university, clearly worried that he has fallen behind with his work. That's not what I meant! I meant, stop speaking and let me actually ask a better question. Why are they training beetles to use corkscrews? You never know, it might turn out to be useful. God, I want to burn them down so bad. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. They are attacking villages and travelers all across the region. Hey, Lazuleo, you're a battle nerd. Look at you. I like this. Battle berserker. Tell me more about these creatures. They are great hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end. Blood and stars, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Highness. No one wants to march up to the frozen north or something like this. Then what am I to do? Point of order, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they are adherents to the true god or not. That's the least we can do. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild beasts. That should put an end to this crisis. That would be amazing, Northwind. Returning from the pilgrimage. We could hire mercenaries, yeah. Or instruct the Northerners to seek refuge in the Ninth God's Church. You know what? I'm gonna veto A. I'm fine with both here. I'm absolutely fine with both. Yeah, there you go. Of course I am, Northwind. What am I gonna spend them on? Of course, that's what I wanted war funds, to spend them on military personnel. You pay your own militaries. You know, you pay for your own soldiers. I pay for mercenaries. Yeah, thrifty. I know. I appreciate that, but I try not to strategize too much in the long dynasty. You know. I've rescinded what I have said about war taxes. Okay. There you go. You come around. Yes, mercenaries do by definition take money for fighting. Yeah, exactly. Pretty easy. Like, all we want to do is fight, so makes a lot of sense. Hire mercenaries to bolster the northern forces. Oh, that's a lot. You find a suitable company of mercenaries and send an officer from your own city watch to oversee the expedition. They return with tales of a glorious hunt and legendary northern hospitality. Chief Lazuleo is happy to report that the beasts have been forced back into the wilds. There you go. We ain't sweaty in this dynasty. I do think burning down the university is insane, though. Are they giving me a choice? Are they giving me a choice? I don't think so. Alright, auction time! Exclamation mark, fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising farming for the chiefs who desperately need it, Raising military for the chiefs, you know, wouldn't be half as bad. Lowering faith for the counts with C. Lowering authority with D. Lowering farming for the grandees with E. And lowering military for the grandees with F. Ooh. That's interesting. Yeah, that's true. You haven't had military in a while. I don't need food, I need war. Makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna let you know, 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left now. Oh, look at the chi. Look at the counts. Look at the counts. Spending all their money. I'm passing the thing. I'm passing their schemes. Who spent all that money? Reaper did. Reaper. One of the richest families in the kingdom spent a substantial amount of their money to fund an observatory to push their schemes. It's tough. And Astrinovska pushing for a fortress. Interesting. So this is not decisive yet, right? This is the first step. This is the first step. So this is not an end game. So I'm gonna click on this first. Of course it's Reaper, right? The 1% of the 1% spent money. Yeah. I mean, this is the sign that the dynasty is getting to an end, right? When the whales start spending money. Oh, it's not that they like science, it's that they dislike faith. Yeah. So let's do the ambition first, since it's not the win one. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. Oh, okay. You look like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, your majesty. Thank you, chiefs. I appreciate that. Good stuff. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, take a command of their armies and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'll forget their schemes if you win. Holy war against the Ashmedian Empire. It's pretty clear to me. Justinian Birkus, thanks so much for joining. Hello and welcome. How you doing? Yeah. Absolutely. Those ashes will bleed. Yeah. Renik, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? I'm suddenly remembering that my noble doesn't like war. Greetings, I got word the Kingdom of Santana is recruiting new nobles. Always, always, Wipe. Absolutely. Hello and welcome. How you doing? Unfortunately, you cannot pick your region because the game has already started. But glad to have you. More nobles are always welcome. Glad to hear you're doing fine, Renik. Happy to have you. Oh, if you want to write lore for your house, I am more than happy. Yep, it's gonna be a holy war against Ashmead. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedean ambassador. Greetings, Your Grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Negotiating the Empire's surrender, I hope? Haha, no. The Ashmedean Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we were divided by internal conflicts. It may seem that the Empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, the Ashmead is ruled by its generals who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I am here representing General Thalikanth, whose lands are safely distant from your border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. Your Ashmedians and your infighting makes me sick. Are you really trying to claim that your kingdom has less internal drama? Don't make me laugh. I will leave you to think on my words. If we take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance, if you beat our oldest enemy, that we shut the nobles up for good, but winning still won't be easy. Yeah, let's go. So, let me see what y'all were saying here, because I saw something. Was curious how it worked. This is my first play on Twitch and second game overall. Oh, that's cool. if you have any questions, specific, feel free to ask. So just to give you a very quick introduction, in case you're really new to the game, I'm playing as a Monarch, and I'm trying to, like, technically, usually what the Monarch is trying to do is fulfill an ambition and win and keep the throne. And the different regions have different schemes, right? So the chiefs here need to lower their defiance, the counts need to lower their own faith, and the grandees are playing as loyalists because the current monarch is a grandee. So they win if I win. So that's the general idea. And you influence the schemes, you achieve the schemes by influencing the kingdom's stats, and you do that through votes in the council. So that's the gist of the game. What you're joining tonight is a long-running dynasty game. As you may see, like, it's year 1086, so we've been playing this for about 3 months now. This is session number 10, Monarch number 10, no, 9. Monarch number 9. This is a long dynasty that focuses on role-playing and lore building. You can take a look at our Discord with the Noble Lore and Kingdom Lore channels, where you can find a bunch of information, and to our World Anvil. We have a whole World Anvil page that Vasper is taking care of, where you can find everything. Like, people write lore for their own noble families, and then Vasper takes it and copies it into the World Anvil. So we have kind of like a whole sort of wiki, but better. So this is what you're joining tonight. It's a long-running game, and we're gonna be ending this next week after 3 months, and then starting a new 3-month dynasty at the start of October. So if you like role-playing, if you like lore building, this is the place. This is a good place to be, and it might be a good moment to join at the start of October. For the love of God, I'm gonna disable those freaking plates. I swear to God. So yeah, that's the general gist. This is the main thing that we do around here. I like to do a bit of role play, and if you want to try something different, on Fridays in September we're doing a 5-region game using an unofficial mod provided by a member of the community. So if you want to see how the game is with 5 regions, show up on Friday, 9 p.m. Central European Time. Spoilers, it's a mess. So that's all I have, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna be more than happy to answer. Next week is the last game of this dynasty. Next week. I was gonna try and do republicanism. There is a chain of events for republicanism. It's not a super popular thing, you know. This is still medieval. So food riots seems pretty important. Your Greatness, the famine in the north grows worse by the day. Riots are breaking out in all the major townships from Skarma to Thormgard. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do? Welcome back, Enoch Blanche. Last game next week feels so sudden. I know. Unfortunately, that's what life forces me to do. I realized I wouldn't have time to do more streams over the weekend, and I informed you at the start of this stream. I was really hoping I would be able to do this a bit longer, but that's how it is. Hopefully, the next one we can have a few more. Reigns. Sorry. So what can we do? Send in the army to control the riots. So these are not protests. These are not strikes. These are actual riots. Import mass amounts of food from Tavalin and Kurth. The chiefs should buy up surplus grain from the counts. That kind of sounds reasonable. Order grain supplies to be diverted from the east. I mean, send the army. Santana loves the army. That's kind of true. We're going to have Cloakflower starts speaking right about that. It's going to take 17 long years before he shows up next stream. If he shows back up at all. Really? No fucking way. Are you serious? I just wonder how the end will be considering the religious nature of the kingdom. Me too. Me too. I think that how this ends is gonna be very decisive, right? I think it might be the army. I think it might be the army. I kind of don't like this, because it's spending a lot of money on something that I think we could solve differently. Like, these two sounds very, very nice, because they resolve the issue internally. But this one is just giving money to foreign powers, and I don't think that this monarch wants to do that. I think they're okay with all the other options, but not this one. Like, they'd rather keep the money for more military. So yeah. Yeah, I think both. I think whoever wins tonight is gonna be interesting, but in different ways, right? If the Grandees and the Monarch win, it's gonna mean, okay, can the Grandees stabilize the kingdom and spread the faith of the ninth at the end? And if the others win, it's gonna be, is the kingdom in chaos at the end of the snippet of time where we look at it? Clopo's fucked. Alright. So how is it going? 14 to 17. Okay, this is close. Let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Order grain supplies to be diverted from the east. How dare you take our goods from us without compensation? We have had a very valuable trade deal in place with plan to sell the grain to Sal for a steep profit. Now that's fallen through and I'd already paid cargo for the space. Well, sorry not sorry. Oh shit. Oh, shut up, Blackwheat. My people are starving. Immense quantities of surplus grain are diverted from the east to the north. And once the peasants have bread again, the riots cease. There's enough to tide them over until the next harvest. Well, that's not good. Well, that's not good. Ended up my August Dynasty in style with a triple rebellion. That's a good way to go. Not yet. Not yet, Huiv. Noises in the night. It's a starry autumn night, just like any other, until you awake to screaming in the courtyard. What? Get up and investigate the sound. Rubbions leap from your eyes. You trudge over to the windows and push it open. A cool breeze washes over you, as does the pale light of a crescent moon. Then you hear it again, a blood-curdling scream, followed by the sounds of shouting down below. Then a deep, guttural roar. What the fuck is going on? Something is attacking the palace watch. Find a weapon and head downstairs. You look around the room. There's an assortment of arms to choose from. Oh my god, I've never had this event. I don't know what to do here. I think it's either spear or sword. Yeah, in close quarters it's probably spear. Is that Zemo's sword? Yeah. I think Santana, you know, in war, it would probably be shield and sword. But in a situation like this, like, we could be fighting in a corridor, and in that case, a spear is way better than a sword. Like, in battle, definitely shield and sword. Here, definitely a spear. They are martially trained. Minichu! Miss Minichu, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Brandishing the weapon in your hand, you get a feel for its weight before slowly pushing open the chamber door. Your honor guard are nowhere to be found. What on Celestia are you doing? Don't go out there. Shh. Move silently. Stepping bravely into the darkness, you begin your search for the source of the horrible noise. I cannot call for the answer. They're not gonna answer because they're silent. The silence is more than you can bear. Oh, it's a bear. Okay, we got our answer. Hi, miniature. Despite Balthazar's protests, the two of you tiptoe down the keep's spiral staircase, listening for clues. There's another scream. This time it's much closer. Around the next corner, a watchman is thrown against the wall in front of you, falling limp to the ground. Oh, we're not gonna throw it. We're not gonna throw it. It's not a javelin. Before you can react, the creature appears in the dim torchlight. What the fuck? A hulking, mutating Ursine figure stands before you on two legs, its maw dripping with blood. You don't have time to think before it roars. The sound is deafening. Balthazar screams loud enough to wake a troll, but the bear pays him no mind. It has eyes only for you. And I think that Santana is it's not really about patience, but about discipline. I think that they are disciplined enough. I think that they are disciplined enough to wait. You know, cold blood, waiting and just striking at the right moment. Is it love, stale, or cold? It was stale, but then we had an event, so I would say between love and stale. Yeah, they're absolutely disciplined, so I think we wait. An anonymous letter was left on Santana's deck. The chiefs are overstepping their bounds and about to sacrifice you in some sort of ritual. But I'd let you know. Ho, 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 ho. Ooh. Wait for it to attack. You wait for the beast to make a move, looking it straight in the black pits of its eyes. When the bear swings at you, you're ready. You dive out of the way and prepare a counterattack. Enoch Blanche, thank you so much for the follow. The spear finds its mark, digging deep into the bear's exposed neck. Yes! It roars in defiance, but soon gasps for air as blood pools in its lungs. Hell yeah! The giant corpse collapses and you dive out of the way just in time. Then everything goes still. Mike Wally, welcome and thank you for the follow. Beast Slayer. This Monarch is a badass, I'm not gonna lie. Moments later, your marshal and honor guard come rushing into the room. I came as fast as I could, your majesty. What in the name of the ninth god is this beast? It's dead now, and that's what matters. Oh, that's cold! And I think that's what we're gonna go for. Really? Uthrandir? No way. That's so cool. I'm Timian's way. Oh yeah, I shut my pop and tell you might be the best monarch ever. Kiwi, thank you so much for being here. Take care. We're trying. We're trying. Check on your spouse? Nah. 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 It's dead now, and that's what matters. Yes, your majesty, of course. The creature's body is dragged away and eventually donated to the University of Quail for further study. Stories spread of your bravery and martial prowess. Commoners and nobles alike find new respect for the monarch, who has slain a bear in their nightgown. Boom! You gonna support the war now? Monarch earned my respect. If they can take something like that down and leave, they are cool. I appreciate that, Dragon Pit. Pretty sure that was ours, but still, I have to respect this monarch, right? Santana is a badass. That's rather hardcore, yeah. Assessing a 10 for the university, I don't think so. So I think it's war tax season here. Because we have to spend some money. And I'm thinking of doing a war tax all around. I think it's gonna be war tax. It might be this way. How about we don't? Huh. I think they go for this. Yeah. I think they go for this. Yes. Yes, they go for it. A terrible secret. A growing crowd? Oh, we have a... Oh, wait a second. We have a poetry here. We have a poem. Texas thinking, Monarch's thinking. The Skarma Star reports. North in turmoil, a dozen slain in beast attacks before Monarch Santana hires mercenaries. From Skarma to Thormgard, bread riots creep the north as famine intensifies. Grain supplies hurriedly diverted from the east. Kingdom-wide war taxes further steers up the peasantry. No news about the Monarch murdering a beast? Pfft, factious. Of course they can. It does work that way, yeah. Let me read this. Let the blades come crashing down, axe, shield, sword, and spear. Pile high the corpses mound, arrow, dagger, helm, and bow. Let the dead make not a sound, let the south raise so tall. Oh wait, no. Pile high the corpses mound, arrow, dagger, helm, and bow, let the dead make not a sound. Let the south raise so tall, Norsemen known... No, wait. Don't know fall? Norsemen no fall. Hear the east coward call, the empire will know this night, from a kingdom's unified might. Call forth the royal knights. Let the blades come crashing down, axe, shield, sword, and spear. Pile high the corpses mound, arrow, dagger, helm, and bow. Let the dead make not a sound. This sounds like a war epic. I love this. Flashback to Simulaseconds deathbed. Marley whispered, "Yes, now that I didn't expect from you, so be it well played." Thank you for sharing that, Tasric. These are amazing. These are freaking amazing. Like, again, I invite you to post this on the Discord so we don't miss this. So we don't lose these. You can only report on so much here at this Karma Star. Our reporters are rather inexperienced. Yeah, yeah. And you have absolutely no preference in what you're reporting, I see. So let's do the thing here. Growing crowd first. Your Majesty, something is definitely happening at the university. People are massing outside the library of old law. I mean, this is the seditions and the soldiers. The courtiers are cleared, the people rounded up, and a few scholars arrested as well for good measure. Now, Your Majesty, what about Quill University itself? The law is too precious to leave to scholars, or the people, surely. Okay. Burn down the library, raise it to ashes. Let them work? Ah, no. No. A might cause zero stability. I mean, I'm kind of okay with taking that risk, you know? I'm gonna veto this. And see what you decide. I'm absolutely fine with it. And actually... Oh, yes. I'm gonna let you choose. I'm gonna let you choose. Oh, you don't want to burn down the library? You don't want to burn down the library, huh? Yeah, let's destroy most records of the kingdom's legal system. And hates this. You cannot burn it down? If there are more troubles, if there are more issues, I'm gonna show you what we can burn. Alright, I guess we arrest the scholar. We have to look up what the weird bear monster is. Yeah, it's just the library. We can't allow it to happen. Oh, yeah. I disagree. Yeah, it's only a part of it. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't take it. A likely looking egghead is found and dragged into the dungeons. His moans and pleas for ink and paper can be heard well into the night. Thankfully, things around the university do settle down. Okay, so that was easy. That was easier than expected. There you go. A terrible secret. Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. Well, are they now? Too bad we can't do both. Oh, I would have loved that. I fear the church was in trouble. We have been in decline, alas, and now we know why, which is the worst part of all. The counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over, body and soul, by the ninth god. My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention. I mean, yeah, that sounds good. Come back when you have news, yeah. Like it's been nearly 200 years. How have you not realized that's our entire thing? Yes. A raises Chief's Defiance? What? No, it doesn't. It only raises the Count's Defiance. No, this is only for Counts. Yeah, I'm gonna give you money to spread the word about the dangers of demons, as it were. I'm gonna give you money to vote A. Yeah, that's not Chief's Defiance. That is not Chief's Defiance. That's just Count's Defiance. Because this is the Count's plan. We're no threat. Just throw a silver fork at us and we scatter like pigeons. Don't raise their faith? Why not? Why not? Alright, let me count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2. If you vote A, you get free money. 1 and 0. There you go. Knecht Giants, welcome back, by the way. Just in time to get some money. All across. Oh, this increases faith for the. All across the kingdom, priests deliver impassioned sermons on the danger of the seventh god agents. More and more citizens flock to the church, and peasants place holy symbols in windows to protect their homes from demonic influence. Oh, it actually raises everybody's defiance. Apologies, I actually didn't know this. Good to know. Good to know. So people are just pissed. I didn't know. But many nobles grumble about the church meddling in official matters. Is Monarch Santana in charge or the Inquisition? I didn't know this. I didn't know. Good to know. So the possession scheme raises faith for everybody and raises defiance for everybody. Okay, okay. That's it, yeah. Ambition. Yeah, I don't know. 3 farming. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedian Empire. Today at last she's returned, and she's brought one of the grandees with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They've sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Holiness, of course we'll support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmead. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. Sandbar? I hear a but incoming. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your Marshal is telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, it's going to gather the crops. The kingdom could starve. The damn peasant will just have to tighten their belts. Without a proper harvest, it won't just be the peasants who suffer. Just damn cowardice if you ask me, Your Majesty, but all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. Only cost for 11k more gold worth of bribes to get the ambition. The kingdom doesn't appear very stable as of now. It might be wise to move from my comfortable but vulnerable home in the House of Marble and Emerald and move to a more secure location like Fort Chasian. If they're from Ash, then she'll put them in the trash. Can someone think about the peasants? Yeah, of course. Let me assure Grandee Sandbar that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. And if they're not convinced, it's gonna be because of the chiefs. Okay, fantastic. By all that is holy, Your Highness, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmead ambassadors a lesson. That's the spirit. I trust we have the backing of the Grandees in starting this war then. Yes, Your Highness, let's do this. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmead. Good point there. Why are the nobles richer than me, right? Yeah. Very well, Your Grace. If you must pursue this hopeless crusade, let it never be said that the Count stayed home and hid. Front launch on. Thank you for your support. Hey, Your Majesty, the chiefs never back up from a fight. Back down from a fight. You have our access. A7P, thank you. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war on Ashmead, Your Majesty. Finally. Now assemble the troops at once. Farewell, Your Majesty. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she's at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Yeah, this is mainly a chief army. So if the game ends here, please hold the GGs until the book screen. That's what we like to do around here. So hold back until the book to be cool. Now the 80%, I mean, let's be honest. Monarch Santana, like no matter how this goes, Monarch Santana has been pretty freaking badass. They've sent the army to deal with a bunch of things, winning a 50% chance and a 25% chance, with overwhelmingly odds against them. And then they fought a legendary beast in a nightgown and freaking murdered it. If this is not a badass Monarch, I don't know what is. So, I think that if they win this, it's gonna be more than deserved. Let's see if they can. They can! Oh my god, yes! The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you're greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting targets after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Let's bring Ashmead to its knees. Blood, blood for the ninth god. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom, for the monarch. The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmeadian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts, wave a sword around, then duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmeadian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sound, clapping, cheering. Peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Can we hear the clapping and cheering, please? I think we need more clapping and cheering. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers, nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. Who cares for trauma? We need victory. All hail the monarch, the conquering hero. Yeah, that's more like it. Good, 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 good. Good. Pull out a sword and give it a waggle. Several peasants swoon in delight. When you return to the palace, your husband is waiting for you, your heir Santana II in his arms. My darling, you're fairly back. I've been breathlessly following the tales of your conquest. We have so much to talk about. Little Santana II has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Of course, well, hurry back, my love. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up to you with trepidation. Welcome back, your majesty. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. Oh, wife. I like this chin. That's a good chin, wipe. But now we can get back to our business, to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. Cypher? Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy, the constitution? Did the monarch speak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmead will strike back. And strike back hard. We don't have time for votes, we need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the monarch right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmeadian soldiers in your bedchamber. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Then let's begin discussing plans for our next campaign. Yes, your highness, whatever you say. Good, Big Cheese, good. After that, the nobles never defy you again, but it's not like your life gets easier. Your majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmeadian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your husband. Here we go again. And that's the reign of Monarch Santana. Good game, everybody. Monarch Santana the Badass. I really want to know their nickname now. The chief decided that the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to rise again. GG! Shortly after Monarch Santana's reign ended, the Inquisitor raised the Countess Grandmaster of the Second's castle and placed her under arrest for evil magic. As she burned, she screamed the secret name of the seventh god. Grandmaster! Well, thank you, Handel Gamer. Yeah, Golden Trust was massive. Great. The Grandees celebrated their victory, and Santana was venerated as a true hero of the South. But some whispered that the Grandees were losing control of their puppet as the monarch consolidated their power around their hair. Princess Santana II. Yeah, Grandmaster, it's over. Monarch Santana's reign spent another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. They conquered land from Tavalin and Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, they were battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, they were tired. Well, thank you everybody. Good game. I really like this. God, I have goosebumps here at the end, at this ending. I really liked Monarch Santana's, arc. The Scarmaster reports Monarch Santana orders sedition. Act of 832 enforced as Aquila University gatherings are broken up and scholars arrested. The kingdom mobilizes its armies as Santana declares a crusade against the Ashmead. Nobles rally to the cause as soldiers rush to muster stations across the realm. Onward to war! Thank you so much for these. The honest sweet. These are amazing. Like if you wanna publish all these in Kingdom lore, I'm gonna be more than happy to have them. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool. Amidst the war efforts against the Ashmeadian Empire, Count Waifu is welcomed in his bedchamber by his bastard son, Sol Waifu. Count Waifu at this point is too weak to speak or react, as his son impales him with Count Waifu's own sword. Sol Waifu takes command as the head of House Waifu. That's how you do it in Waifu's family? You murder your predecessor? Damn, cold. You're right, it's technically Grandmaster III. Tonight we celebrate our victory. We don't drink. The tavern is closed. Yeah, no, tonight it's open for celebration. Monarch Santana the Brave. This is so good. Monarch Santana the Brave. It's so fitting. This is so good. It's super fitting. I love this. No, I didn't see your message, Marley. Dragon Pete, of course, is the richest, and Huiv is the poorest. Very brave indeed, yeah. Golden Choice was massive, indeed. Also, the Authority one was pretty cool in how it moved some some votes. And we have, oh, this is Santana II. Ooh. This is Santana II. As a chief, I'm not even mad. I'm glad you're not. This is a cool look, yeah. Yeah, that was amazing, the honest with. I loved it. I would love to see more of that. Ephra, thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a great night. This is cool. This is cool. So yeah, with these stats and this Monarch, we're gonna play again next week, next Wednesday, for what is going to be the final episode for the Aquila Dynasty. Will Queen Santana II be able to consolidate the power in the grandees in the ninth-ist hands, or will her reign be short and unsuccessful, and will the kingdom plummet again into chaos? We'll find out again next time. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so excited. All right. All right. Good night, Ephra. This is really cool. The Monarch did win. Yes, the Monarch did win, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. The Monarch did win. We had Monarch Santana the Brave. Monarch Santana the Brave. What's that? Justinian, thank you so much for the follow. All right. My message was essentially countless Marley music that the lineage from Santana II still stands strong, a little too strong, and she wonders how Santana II will deal with the burden. And Upward Thinking, thanks so much for the follow as well. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Vasper. All right. This is really cool. This is really cool. Santana II feels like a warrior to me as well. So, we'll see. We'll see. Will the Discord reset? I don't think it will reset. I'm gonna think how to deal with it in the week between. I do not see Santana as being a good parent. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing that I need to keep in consideration. Good of you thank you for pointing it out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and like Santana II doesn't look happy, right? We'll see. I have a couple ideas. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely not going to be reset. I'm going to think about it after the ending of this one. All right. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. I had a blast. You had a good time and you're new around here. Consider following so you don't miss the next streams.